Wow, what an incredible morning. Inspirational, some honest truths that sometimes many of us are afraid to say, but there was no fear, there was just courage and inspiration this morning. Thank you so much. There's also, when I listened to the speakers, I was also grateful that our team, I think our team should stand up, the team that helped put this together. Carl in the back, Diane, some of them are hiding in the back. Thank you so much, Prime Media team, for this incredible day. But I was thinking, what you did so well, our team, is you had this mix of ages. Because it's so often that we will come to a conference like this and we will listen to Jay, and we will listen to the advocate, and we will think, and Bonang, and we will think that wisdom resides in those with gray beards. And I was delighted to see young people today, Kiara, Refilwe, Tab. Thank you so much. I'm a father of 2 daughters, and my oldest is now at medical school in her 5th year. And when she was going through her school years, I saw her only on Facebook all the time. She never looked at a newspaper. She never watched the TV news. And I was reading all the stuff coming through about this generation that is going to be trivial, this generation that will only have snackable content, that's only interested in what Kim Kardashian's doing, that will never be profound, that will never think. And actually, that is not true. I am absolutely amazed every day when that daughter of mine, she made one mistake. She chose an American to marry. But even that guy, he's a Bernie Sanders supporter who flew there to fight for social justice. He was part of that, what was it called? The Bring Wall Street Down? Occupy Wall Street. He never watches CNN because he knows it's a bunch of lies. He knows that the media is captured. And so that ended up being a good choice. And collectively, they think deeply about things. And most importantly, this you were talking about, this consumption, doesn't seem to be part of what matters to them. She's happy with a pair of jeans and a pair of sneakers. She's more driven by how she can make a change, she and her husband. And that tells me that all of this fear and worry that I had about this vulnerability, about she doesn't really care or look or think or read. She reads more widely. She knows more about world politics than I do. When I want to know what's happening in Syria, I pick up the phone and I call her. Tell me what's really happening, because I still watch CNN, and I still watch the BBC, and I still watch regular media outlets. And she's finding her information from sources that I don't even know about. And I think that's powerful, and that's excited me about what's happening with youth. Privileged, she's privileged because she can. And Bonang was talking about giving young people access to the internet. Making broadband cheap in this country will mean that all of our youth can have that access to real information, to know what's going on. Because otherwise, we are only exposed to captured media, because that's the stuff that's available free of charge. And we get given a particular worldview, and it's not the real worldview. So I'm actually very, very hopeful for this generation of millennials and Generation Z, because I think they will make a difference. They just need the opportunity. They need the access. They need the access to real information. And that's why one of the reasons we're here today, because we are celebrating heroes. And that's one of the things that Lead SA does. Throughout the year, every month, we choose young people and slightly older. The young people are under 21. The older people are slightly older than 21, but all young, who are doing amazing things in their communities. They've taken it upon themselves to be agents of change. And I find that, again, powerfully purposeful, because as I was growing up, like any young person, I'll talk about one of these people soon. I was interested in girls. I didn't think that I could do something special. I was like a regular teenager with these hormones. I'm sure the man I'm going to talk to you about's got these same hormones. But he's taking these energies, and he's using these energies in ways that I wouldn't have dreamt possible. I'm just I'm in awe of some of the people that we every month choose as leaders because of how important this issue of social justice is to them, how important doing something and making a difference in their community is. So I was at the regional awards a few weeks ago and I announced some of our heroes. And these two, one from Joburg and one from the Cape, are the ones I'm going to call out today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the amazing things they're doing. And I want to also thank my school, my village, my planet, who've partnered this year with Lead SA to give our heroes a donation, a prize, that we know they will put to incredible use to help scale up the kind of projects they're involved in. The first hero is a young man who, after he finished matric, taught himself to code. I find that extraordinary. Taught himself to code. And then he developed an app that helps matrics revise on their phones, entirely on his own. In 3 months, he did that, he put this out there, and guess what's his surname? His surname is Finger. So it was always meant to do this. Lesego Finger. What an inspirational story. You've helped thousands of matriculants, and we believe that the donation from my school, my village, my planet is going to help you use that finger a lot more productively. Lesego, please come to the front. Stay here. Yep. I'm going to get the adult now and then get a mic for the two gentlemen as well. So this is our youth hero. How many downloads have you got, by the way? He's going to check right now, real time. Yeah. It's fantastic. Okay, we're going to give you a mic just now. So that's Lesego, our adult Lead SA Hero of the Year. He's also passionate about education. He gave up a lucrative career as an actuary to open an early childhood development facility in his community in the Cape Flats. And what started as a preschool 5 years ago is now a thriving center with a primary school as well. We'd like to salute Renier Coetzee for the enormous investment that he's made in terms of his time, his dedication, his skills to help South Africa's youth. Please come to the front, Renier. Oh, sorry, we're still doing the photos. Okay. This is incredible. This is what we're talking about. People are making a difference. If you could give them the mic just to say a little bit about how your project's going, very briefly. Renier?
Sure. I was very encouraged by what was said today. I realized that I probably started with a mistake. I started by kind of looking down and saying, here are kids who need help. And I think I've realized over the last 5.5 years that I've been here that I need to be looking up at kids who are going to do all the things that we're talking about today. Kids who are going to be leaders and who need just, I guess, someone to walk alongside them, to give them a leg up, to overcome the challenges that they have, and to learn from those, to grow from those, and to go on to do things that are going to be beyond, I guess, what any of us are even imagining now. So thank you for what everyone said. It's been a great encouragement to know that I guess that a lot of people in this country are thinking the same thing, who are looking at what it looks like to make a difference, and that making a difference is not about how much you can achieve, but how much you can help the youth and somebody else achieve.
Thank you,
Thank you
Renier.
very much.
What's the next step for you, Lesego?
Okay, can I just clarify on something?
Yes, go ahead.
I didn't start learning how to code after finishing matric. I actually started when I was actually still in, I think, grade 8.
Wow.
Because I developed an app for my school, and they paid me 100 rand. And today I'm very, very glad to be paid 100,000 rand.
Well, you know, if you were the president, you might just read that as 100, but it is a bit more.
So yeah, I remember, actually, when I started the app, I started this year after finishing matric, after getting my results. I was like, you know what, let me develop an app that is going to help our matriculants, and put on stuff that I didn't have when I was doing my matric. So with my friend, I remember after I showed him the app, and he was like, wow, this is a good app. I remember the app works offline, and it's like 3 megabytes. What we did is that, yeah, it has a lot of information. What we did, I gave him a dictionary, a dictionary. And he wrote the entire dictionary because we wanted to put like an offline...
You're very expressive. Let me hold that for you so you can use your hands.
We wanted to put an offline dictionary from Afrikaans to English and English to Afrikaans. And he wrote the entire dictionary. And we put it in the app. The app has... I don't want to speak about the app because it has a lot of features. I remember going to schools, other schools rejecting us, others taking us, and we would present the app to the learners for free. We would do it for free. We present the learners. Some we would go to private schools and they'd be like, so what's the catch? And I'll be like, no, it's for free. They would be like, no, there's nothing for free in South Africa. So me and my friends, we were like, hey, so we could make money out of this. But then we still did it for, on a social level. Yeah, but now we have grown exponentially. And yeah, the app is used all around South Africa, and we are very glad for the app to be used like this.
Fantastic.
And we're very, very honored to win,
Fantastic.
Thank you.
There's your check. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.